Heinrich's parents, Ignatius and Marie Dostal, arrived in Little Turkey in 1902. Little Turkey lies about 7 miles southwest of Spillville. Nearby, you'll find the town of Prodovan, a predominantly Czech community. Some of Heinrich's brothers and sisters also arrived. The family abbreviated many of the traditional Czech names to reflect the new culture in which they had assimilated. For example, Josefinka became Josephine, Stanislav became Stanley. Czechs are noted for their love of music, and Heinrich's father, Ignatius, was no exception. Ignatius was especially skilled on the violin, piano, and flute. In the roadside rambling section of the Public Opinion, an article was printed about Ignac's desire to create a Catholic church in Little Turkey. The Methodists had abandoned this small church, and Ignatius hoped to restore it for use. Excerpts from the paper read as follows. This abandoned church became a haven of rest and hope for Ingatius Dostal. Through the door, which was never locked, he often entered on Sunday afternoon when the earth lay sleeping outside and the people of the community were idling about their homes. Into the long shadows of the church, the 50-year-old bohemian strolled. Quietly and reverently, he moved down the aisle to the little organ sleeping in one corner of the church. Occasional lovers going hand in hand down the road, or farm children racing through the fields, often paused in their tracks on such afternoons as the wailing notes of the organ were wafted to them from this quiet church. They learned to associate the awesome sound with Ingatius Dostal, and a kind of reverence touched the hearts of those who listened. Ignatius decided to buy the abandoned church, and he paid the Methodists a sum of $500. On St. Joseph's Day, March 19, 1903, Heinrich's brother, Father Joseph Dostal, said the first Mass in the small church. The parish was incorporated as the Assumption Church of Little Turkey on December 28, 1911. Eventually, the parish grew, and the members decided to build a new church. The land for the new church was donated by Ignatius. This photograph shows moving day for the parishioners. Old cars can faintly be seen in the background. St. Mary's Church was consecrated on September 8, 1915. This hand-tinted aerial view shows the surrounding terrain. Inside the new church, there is a peaceful tranquility. At the bottom of this window appears the name of Heinrich's brother, Vaclav. On May 9, 1918, a cyclone struck around 5 in the evening, completely destroying the old church and causing the roof of the new church to cave in. The church was restored later that year. The writer of the Roadside Ramblings article closes by saying, "As I rambled through Little Turkey on my way back to Decorah, I was impressed with the tranquility of the church and its surroundings. The modest, though attractive brick edifice stands on the breast of the fertile prairie country. The crowing roosters in the Dostal barnyard broke into my musing for a moment with a realistic note which was submerged as rapidly as it had occurred by the low crying of the wind in the spruce grove west of the church, reminding me of Ingatius Dostal bowing over the organ in the little Methodist church so many years ago." Even today, Little Turkey isn't much more than an intersection. As you enter the town from the east, you come upon the spot where the original Dostal house stood, just beside St. Mary's Church. The house, however, has been completely remodeled since the turn of the century. After coming to a stop sign, you see St. Mary's to the right, the local bar is off to the left, and St. Mary's Cemetery is just ahead. A right turn quickly takes you past the old schoolhouse and out to the fertile Iowa prairies.